Encouraging fans from all walks of life to rally behind the Springboks by sending their hashtag words of greatness to the team as they take on England in the final later today. Words of greatness to the Springboks has captured the hearts and minds of South African fans and received the attention of the team through Captain Siya Kolisi. The hashtag is a call to action that encourages South Africans to send their messages of support to the Springboks and demonstrate the support and commitment towards building a winning nation. Well, to tell us more, we are joined in studio by Sadika Fakir, who is the head of media at FNB, and we're excited to have you looking great in your green and gold. Welcome to Morning Live.
Thank you so much for having me, Pearl. Absolutely excited for today, so I think that's why I'm so golden today.
FNB, a proudly South African brand, proudly South African bank that is truly international in its own right, putting their support behind our Springboks as they showcase what they've got in the World Cup. Why has it been so important for you guys to start the hashtag Words of Greatness?
I think it is, firstly, this is a nation-building exercise, and it causes the fundamentals of bringing the country together and rally together behind the Springboks. And we took that as the biggest opportunity, not just for rugby, which is an amazing sport, but how do you bring a country together to back the Boks? And quite rightfully so, our badging is behind the Boks and always backing the Boks every step of the way. Outside of that, it's the entire journey of rugby we've played in as FNB, starting at school rugby, moving into varsity sport, and then we thought that this was the penultimate move for any avid rugby player to represent your country wearing the green and gold.
Tell us about the public response to this, because you say rugby or sport is a great unifier, and we see it with football, we see it with the Olympics when we send our teams there, we see it in our athletes. But rugby is special because you get even people who have no clue about the game or the rules of the game putting their hands up and saying, I'm behind the booker.
I think it's the passion. I've had to learn a little bit about rugby as well during this journey. The public, South Africans, have been so supportive of the campaign to just get behind the Boks, share their words of greatness, share their support for the Boks, up to Siya actually acknowledging the messages that are coming through. And there's a TV screen in Japan, and the Boks are actually seeing these messages, and he's encouraged South Africans, please send us more messages. We obviously miss home, and we're seeing these messages, and it's really just rallying behind the teams. So outside of just rugby, this has brought the country together. It's gotten the Boks excited. It's certainly gotten us excited as well.
Let's talk about, I mean, you spoke about how you guys have really supported South African rugby. Where do you see that relationship going in the future, and why has it been so important to maintain it and to maintain those close relations to a sport which truly, when we look back in 1994, became one of the biggest unifiers?
Absolutely, and this is where we go. We're in true partnership with the Springboks, really walking every step of the way from where we started the partnership a few years ago, the current position of the Boks back then, and just walking them through this journey. And I think it's the ethos of helpfulness that FNB stands for, helping you every step of the way to realize your potential. And the Springboks would almost be significant of this journey to greatness. And that's exactly the ethos that we've walked. You can go from school rugby, you can go from varsity, you can also represent the country. You can. And that's been the entire ethos of the campaign and our partnership with the Springboks.
So are people still able to send their messages of support, even though that Rugby Cup final is only but a few hours away?
Of course, please send messages. Please send messages. You can send it on any social platform, Instagram, Twitter, use the hashtag words of greatness, or you can use our WhatsApp line, which is 06152 Please, the Springboks have said continue to send right up until 11 o'clock.
Absolutely. Is there a viewing taking place for the final today?
I think it's so important. There isn't an official one from FNB. We're encouraging South Africans, get with your friends, get with your families, just get together, rally behind the Boks, tune into SABC 2 for the final. I think it's exceptionally exciting. So we're celebrating the finals, we're celebrating Morning Live's 20th birthday. I think today is just a fantastic day to get together with those closest to you and just rally behind and support.
Oh, absolutely fantastic. Thank you so much for coming on the show and for encouraging all of us to get behind our boys in the green and gold. Thank you so much.
Pleasure. Thank you for having me.
That was Sadika Fakir, Head of Media at FNB, talking to us about the hashtag Words of Greatness in support of the Springboks, who will be taking on England earlier today. All right, it is time for us to lay back and just enjoy some more music from our guests this morning. Do enjoy.